want to do is I need to go ahead and bless my boy. And it's dangerous sometimes to talk to yourself out loud. It's all right to talk to yourself on the inside, but when you start talking to yourself out loud, some folk around you hear what you planning on doing, and they try to stop the plan. You know what I call them? I call them frenemies. They look like friends, but they act like enemies. Well, sometimes you got frenemies in your own house. You don't believe me, do you? It's in the story. Yeah. Isaac was there, and Isaac was getting ready to bless Jacob, but Isaac's wife heard, bless Esau, but Isaac's wife heard the plan. And she said, now wait a minute. I love Jacob. He loves Esau. And if Esau come into power, I might be left outdoors. It's a dangerous thing to try and figure God's plan out. You can't figure God's out. You can't. I'm telling you, I don't care how you try. And it really messes me up with these folk going into space and going into the moon, because they trying to figure out how God set everything where it is. It's just there. God just put it there. I don't care how it hangs. God put it there. So Rebecca says, come here, Jacob. Go get a goat. Kill the goat. Skin the goat. I've seen the blessing of the birthright before. I know exactly where to put the goat fur at. Can't y'all see her gluing fur on his hands? Gluing it on his neck, because his brother was a hairy fella. And she had to dress him up like his brother. And I need to tell you today, my brothers and my sisters, when God changes your name, you ain't got to dress up for nobody. God will dress you all by himself. Here, he being dressed up. She done fixed this goat. You mess around, and he comes in, because she realized that Isaac's eyesight was going dim. And Isaac said, now, something strange with this picture. And if you born again, you know when something ain't right with the situation. You might not be able to put your finger on it, but something just don't. What they used to say in the old day, there's a dead cat on the line, and he began to stink by now. I see that boy sitting there, and he said, now wait a minute, boy, you done got back awfully soon from the kill. He said, yeah, Daddy. Can I fast forward the story? He went ahead and blessed his son. How many of you all know that when you undermine somebody, you got to pay for it before you can reap the benefit? Y'all don't mind me telling y'all that today, do you? When you go and cut somebody out, you got to pay for it before you reap the benefit. Let me digress for a half second. I used to have what they call road rage. Everybody moved too slow for me. So I would always speed up and cut somebody off to get in front of them to get through the red light before they would. Well, one day I sped up, cut somebody off, and ran into somebody else. I couldn't even get through the light. I tried to undermine somebody, and it met with my finding out that if I just wait on God, he'll give me everything that I need. Well, this boy decided that he was going to get ready to leave And his uncle Laban had a pretty daughter and an ugly daughter. Somebody say amen. Y'all need to quit lying to folks. When y'all see him and say, she so look, no, she don't look pretty, she ugly. Oh, that's a pretty baby. He look, no, if he ugly, he ugly. The most beautiful swan used to be the ugly duckling. Amen, somebody. Yeah, I told y'all I'm not Dudley, so y'all just take it my way today. Well, Laban began to trick the trickster. How many of y'all know that when you trick somebody, there's always somebody out there that can trick you better? I don't care what you do and where you go. You think you done got over, baby, you can't get away. There's somebody out there always thinking a little faster than you. Laban tell him, come on and work for some years and I'll give you Rachel. Said, okay, and he went out there and he began to work. And when the years came, he gave him Leah. Just messed him up. He was like, now wait a minute. The deal was I would get Rachel. But you brought me Leah. He said, okay, I'll tell you what, go to work for 7 more years. And I'll give you Rachel. He went to work for 7 more years and messed around. He still had Leah. Well, he had to work out, oh Lord have mercy, like the old folk would say, his own soul salvation. So after he had worked all those years, they came to what I like to call a meeting of the minds. He said, look, I tell you what, let's just make peace with one another. They got out there and they built up some stones and they named the place and they called out what's called the Mizpah. And what they were saying was, I tell you what, I'm getting ready to leave you now. And this is what Jacob was saying to his uncle Laban. I've worked for you all these years and I finally got what I want. So I'm getting ready to go to my own land. And so, but before I go to my own land, I want to bless you, uncle. And the way I'm going to bless you is I just simply want to tell you, may the Lord watch between me and thee while we're absent one from another. Can't you see him going his own way? But as he went to his land, something strange started to happen. God said, I want to bless you, Jacob. How many of you have ever been in a position where God says, I want to bless you? You was there and God had a blessing for you, but you had to go through something to get the blessing. How many of you know that God never